Staying out of trouble, Kinsman.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. Well met. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it.
Hail, companion.
You'll find my brother. The Soloth and I. Are the only true lords in Falkreath.
Don't bother with Tacitus. Books. Don't know why the Imperials like these so much. This should help the boy, though, Malakath willing. Here, let me show you how an orc learns to smith. The strongholds keep to themselves. Skyrim hasn't always been kind to the orcs. For an outsider like you to be accepted, an orc would have to make you bloodkin and send word to the chiefs. Trust like that is not freely given. Fight well.
Wait, I know you. Wait, I know you. There's no mistake. You're a wanted man, and it's time to pay for your crimes. You know what? You're not worth the hassle. Go. Be some other god's problem. Where are these vampires coming from? We need to wipe them out before things get worse.
Can't believe Madanak is on the loose again. I hope those rumors I'm hearing about your part in that are wrong. No, I'm not Arnleif. Yes, I know it's called Arnleif and Sons. Oh, there it is. This little goldy light is going to keep us afloat for a while. Thank you. Here's something for your hard work. You mustn't speak about such things away from the shrine. Only you and your dinner guests can know. Come back whenever you need something.
My favorite drink. Alms. I said alms, you backbiter. Give a crippled worker a helping hand. How about a septum? Wait, make that two. Finally. Now get lost.
The bloodiest
More
beef
gold.
in the region.
The finest jewelry in all of
Got to
Markarth.
thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it. Fight them where they live. We won't have to fight them here.
They live here. Wait. I know you.
Forsworn have troubled the... Madanak has been found to be the... I'm impressed. Forsworn usually makes short work of mercenaries, but you took care of them. Here is your reward. I do. A personal matter. My father died trying to negotiate with the Forsworn, back when that was possible. They took his shield to those Hargraven beasts they consort with. I need you to bring it home where it belongs. I warn you, it's dangerous work. No man of mine has ever faced a Hargraven and lived. I'll understand if you decline. The vines watch over you. Retrieve that shield at all costs.
Stupid dog.
I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his steward.
Beware the region northeast. Cross the river. Forsworn have taken refuge in Broken Tower Redoubt. Ready for Redoubt.
I work in the mines. I hunt. Everything else I do is my business. Over here!
Good to
I
see
work
you
in the
again.
mines. May your weapons... So that's it then. Don't come back. Thank you. Here. You honored my mother's task and should be rewarded. Now, I need to be alone. Fight. You're dead!
Damn you.
I'll see you in pieces.
Seen it with my own eyes.
In all my years, I've never seen such a thing.
In all my years, I've never seen such a thing. It can't be. You took its very soul.
Namiro, watch over you, champion.
What do you want me to carry? Let's get going then.
You've got the axe. And my dog. Splendid. Excellent work. A hero and his faithful companion retrieving the ancient artifact for the prince. It's almost storybook. Ah, but it almost seems a shame to give a weapon like that away, doesn't it? I suppose I could be persuaded to let you keep it. But only if you use the axe to kill Barbas. Simple as that. You're no fun at all. Guess I'll have to make my own fun elsewhere. And with the pup back, I'll be restored to my full power. There's a whole world just waiting for me! I knew I could trust you. Yeah, dog gets master, master gets cosmic axe. Everyone's happy. Just get over here, mutt. worry, I'll make sure he sees the light. I trusted you, now you trust me. Ah, that feels so much better. You forget how nice supreme power feels until you've been stuck in a cave for a few years. It's a shame you wished for something so dull as me taking back the mutt. Quite the lack of imagination on your part. A lack of ambition like that really ought to be punished. Perhaps by turning you into a worm, or maybe a few decades, Oh, fine. Have my boon and be done with it. Got more interesting deals to make anyway.
Namira, watch over you, Chen. What do you want me to carry?
over here.
I'm going to enjoy this. I will destroy you.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Go fiddling with any locks. Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
You're back! Look what I found. Here, take it. Braith is a big meanie. She keeps telling Lars and me... What is it? What is it? This is great. Wow, thanks. Papa! Yes, Pa.
What do you need, my Thane?
Papa!
Divine smile on you, friend.
You're someone. Got some good people. The finest weapons and armor. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need.
Look, a cave. An exciting place to venture if you know what you're doing. enjoy this. You're one of Namira's faithful. What do you want me to carry? smell blood.
Darling, I've been waiting for you to return to consummate our love. What? You want it for that hussy Esmeralda with the dark feathers, don't you? I won't let her have you.
Fire of the bow, eh? I'm a swordman myself.
Hail, companion. What do you need?
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm?
It's a fine day. Excellent. Sorry it didn't work out. I know how excited you were for the wedding. You kept saying it would be a huge ceremony at Morvenskar. You said you even had some magic staff that would handle all of the guests.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl?
Farewell.
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice
Once
cut of
I've made
steak
enough
or a
money,
tender
about
wrap
the
of
same
ribs.
as everyone else. They're the cat folk of elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders.
Do you get to the Cloud
See you.
District very often?
Huh?
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, to days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the stormcloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. When Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
You're one of Namira's faithful. What do you want me to carry?
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, to days come and gone.
Namira, watch over you. What do you want me to carry?
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. This rain will stop eventually. Always does.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already... Need a ride?
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rogvir. You're just in time to say hello to Rogvir.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
I don't want to talk.
Traitor! You betrayed us!
Thanks for
Or you
talking
need to
to
go
me.
home.
I don't have
Go home
anything
and
to
stay
say.
there until your mother comes.
Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. For a stranger, you're not so bad.
Not right now.
Tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his High King. Best she know now, Advar.
You're all heart, Vivian.
Traitor!
I still can't believe he knew what he was doing when he opened that gate.
Stormcloak escaped the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
Stand back. Interrupting an execution is a serious crime.
Challenge Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Boo!
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
I guess it's all over. I expected... I don't know what I expected.
A traitor right up to the end.
I still can't believe he knew what he was doing when he opened that gate.
New in town, right? If you need a place to...
A man opens a gate and they cut his head off? Doesn't seem right to me. A man opens a gate and they cut his head off? Doesn't seem right to me.
Some gate guard.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
Not right now.
Rogvir, why did it have to be like this?
Out with it. I'm waiting. Out with it.
Mind yourself in my city, friend. This here axe in full swing is a right terrible sight. You wouldn't be a sellsword, would you? I have a little problem you could solve. You stay out of trouble now. The Castle Dower dungeon can break even the strongest. I may have accidentally let a prisoner escape, the leader of one of those bandit groups. I told everyone he died during questioning, and I need you to track him down and make sure he doesn't show up to disprove that. Good. I'll have a sack of coin waiting for you when you get back. I'm the headsman here in Solitude. It's my job. Depends on what you mean by busy. I'm also the head jailer in the dungeon here. Quiet job, usually. Ain't got one, but I'd fancy a chance at that Jari Ra's scrawny neck. Filthy Argonia never would have set foot in this city if High King Torrig was still alive. I can tell you that. Remember, I need that bandit dead, not alive.
The Empress' cousin Vittoria Vici is getting married soon. The reception will be public. Anyone in Solitude can attend.
Feel free to make requests. There's nothing like a good song to lift the spirit in trouble. Generally, if you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus. That said, I did see a visitor pass through on his way to the Blue Palace. Oh, no. But being surrounded by good music, good drink, and good friends is all I've ever asked for. Only in that I'm a graduate. I work here at the Winking Skeever. I would highly recommend it, though. Talk to Viarmo if you're interested. You should think about staying the night. Corpulus keeps a clean inn.
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the Guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore. If you're the best the Guild's got, they're in worse shape than I imagined. I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. I don't care what you promise. If I tell you the buyer's name and word gets around, it could ruin me. Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of Firebrand wine. There just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink.
They were smaller back then.
I've heard Jari Ra's hanging around the Wells district, looking for new blood to hire. Varnius Junius stopped by here on his way to court. He was worried about something. I'm sure Falk Firebeard could tell you what.
I think the Bard's College might be looking for recruits. You should speak to the head of the college, Viarmo, if you're interested.
People say there's a man wandering the streets near the Blue Palace. He seems distressed, but he's not making any sense.
Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
If you need a good... Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
Need anything, you just say the word.
Children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
Good evening. I'm Pantia Atia, the master vocalist.
But this land is ours.
I'm a bard from the Bard's College here in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Now you can say you've met the most talented bard in all of Skyrim.
On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
Ah, yet another new face. I'm from Hammerfell, you see. I can hardly keep track of all the people I've been meeting. Aye, but I'll be here in Solitude for longer still. Viata's skill as a Fletcher drew me to this place. I wanted to learn. And there is still much of Skyrim I wish to see. I hear there is a city, Windhelm, that is nearly white with... what do you call it? Oh yeah, snow. And far to the west lies a ruin, Volskag. Inside there's said to be a wall, black as night, and it speaks in the ancient dragon tongue. There are wonders in this place I never dreamed imaginable. Where the dragon attacked? We've heard rumors of death and fire from the skies, but no real news. Then we should soon be selling arrows by the bushel. A sword is no good against a dragon. Good to talk to a fellow traveler.
Of the ancient Nord art. Believe, believe the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes.
By blade or by spell. If you want it dead, I'll make it dead. All you need to do is pay my fee.
You'll know the Dragonborn's come.
Spell, but deadlier still, is the one who wields both.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace,
What are you doing that? Spare some gold for a veteran? What? You see a man falling on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever? I was there. I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them. I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty, pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things. Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks. I do miss that helmet. A coin or two for a veteran? It's not much to ask.
You were there for Rogvir's execution. Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Fura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting Ulfric Stormcloak and his damned insurrectionists. She wouldn't have to be there at all if it weren't for Rogvir. And my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter. You really don't know? He lets Ulfric Stormcloak escape Solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High King, and Rogvir lets him ride right back out. Most people head over to the Winking Skeever. If you're not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpulus. He can fill you in on any of the latest gossip. People to see and places to go, huh? Later, then.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun? Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news. We mostly carry herbs and alchemical ingredients, that sort of thing. Before the war, our stock was mostly used for aromatic. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like. No. Mostly, I'm just a simple herbalist. Lami over in Mothall should be able to help you. Don't forget me next time
you should talk to my aunt, Angeline Morard. You look like an adventurous one. I bet we're kindred spirits, you and I.
should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. Why, hello. Here to buy? If you have to ask the price, you might be in the wrong store. Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should see what we have available. It's not an insult, just an observation. If I were walking around with a wound, I would want you to tell me to see a doctor. Your outfit is something of an open wound, where attire is concerned. You're really going to the Blue Palace? That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raymond's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit. Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raymond. Breeches, gowns, clothes for any occasion, really. Thank you for your patronage. Oh, what delight. Another charming customer. It is when my customers waste time chatting and not buying. Radiant Raiment has the finest attire in all of Skyrim. That is how we get business. Clothes and raiment for the discerning customer. Finally.
A coin or two for a veteran? It's not much to ask.
I've got a little work in mind.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. Biren said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight. No, that was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that. Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army. Take a look. Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
You're one of Namira's fate.
What do you want me to carry? Let's get going then.
Welcome. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Make sure to recommend. Good afternoon. Some might call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. All right, then.
Namira, watch over you, champion.
I'll head back home if you need me.
You're one of... Lead the way.
What do you want me to carry?
If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can we.
You're passing through Solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes? It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us were very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Deeja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things. I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground. What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot. Don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for their heroic rescue from their sad crash. Turn me in? For what? What crime's been committed? I'm just making idle talk about what would most undoubtedly be a tragic event. A tragic and very, very profitable event. It would be best if we spoke little until you've completed your task. You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
You know, Don't mind me, I'm just running errands for the old man. I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Listen, Rogvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivienne. Vivienne Onus. I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. It was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivienne and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. He beat me up, dumped meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed. We were children, sure, but Rogvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Pure folly.
Spiced wine, the taste of
Work in it, I own it. Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off. I was done talking anyway.
You look like you could... An apple to keep you healthy, a tomato to keep you strong. But surely you need one of...
I have my ways, but it's not easy these days. The Black Blood Marauders have been plundering ships off the coast. A lot of people been hurt by their foolishness. That I do. I had a messenger from Dragon Bridge stop here on his way to the Blue Palace not too long ago. He was very nervous. Mentioned something about needing help.
Everything I've got on display, really.
Come back when you figure out how to spend money.
I've got plenty of fresh fish for you. Down at the docks. There are a few good spots if you can avoid the East Empire Company workers and those red-wave thugs. Sorry, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle. I've tried to explain that Rogvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will. Just what you see here. These are troubled times. Be on your guard out there. Fresh fish, straight from the fjord.
Got lots of things to... Huh?
train the recruits. Turn boys into men. That sort of thing. Thinking of asking the General for some training books. Give the soldiers something to do while they're on rest. Something besides drinking. Ever seen a book called The Mirror? We used to hand it out to boys looking to learn basic shield work. Good on you. Their aim could be steadier, but they're battle ready. Keep my men in your prayers. They'll need them if they don't shape up. Not my finest hour. Rogvir was a fine and honorable man. No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rogvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did. Generally, posting information is need to know only. I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. The daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
The road to Whiterun's not safe these days. Lots of travelers just disappear. The winking ski risk of war. Beds and cold mead. Find a trace. You look like you could use. Favor the bow, eh? I'm a sword man myself.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Right, Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly.
I'm telling you,
get out of here.
Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar,
What is it?
Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir?
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of
Accept
time.
help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plan. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter. Hail, companion. Best offense is a good defense, am I right?
You stay out of trouble now. The Castle Dower dungeon can break even the strongest will.
You help me. You help people, right? Please, take pity on an old... My master has abandoned me. Abandoned his people. And nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as the Jarl. No. Such people know him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hippo. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into chaos. Until next time. Please, take pity on an old madman.
Sibyl Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton. No doubt most folk in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying. I find them wondrous. No, that honor is Sibyl Stentor's. A smart man steers clear of Stentor, and keeps himself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day. Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a Solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I've told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough. I make sure Erica keeps breathing. Oh, I think you'll find that magic is rare in Skyrim. Winterhold, though, the college there has it in abundance. Look there if you wish to learn. You are free to leave.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Dean Inga says a bard can never have... I'm a bard, from the Bard's College here in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying.
Lady Atia. Few can resist my charms. Even fewer are
Welcome
worthy.
to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you? Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard. Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem. Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library, if you're interested. Not much. But as a bard, I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times. But the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era. I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it.
We study the heroes of the past.
As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torig, was recently killed. Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof. I wish you luck in finding the verse.
Good to meet a prospective bard. Well, you've come to the right place. At last. I have searched for this drum for 20 years. Knowledge treasure is a bit thin right now, but I can show you some tricks I learned from my days with the army. He's sending you after King Olaf's verse, then. That's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I've figured out where it is. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time. And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself. Be careful. You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Man's Respite.
Late
Remember, being a bard isn't just about the music.
I have faith that you'll return with King Olaf's verse.
Please, take pity on an old madman.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love.
Ah, I see you. Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods. Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry. It was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way. Huh? Our business has concluded and you're standing in my way.
You're not a thief trying to rob me, right?
Keep your hands to yourself.
someone there? Trying to end this little game.
Kill you where you stand.
Sovereign God awaits. It's nothing.
What was that?
Someone there. I guess I was just hearing things. Is someone there? Time to end this little game. Think you can take me?
And you thought I was just a
this little
What was that?
almost there. I'll show you what a real orc can do. I'll show you a real fight. Ready to stand up while you can. No, skin you alive. First,
I'll kill you where you stand. And you thought I was just a pretty face. Time to finish this.
one shot.
干嘛？在干嘛？对吧？你要干嘛？啊？你要回家？这么晚？干，你这个人真的是很无聊哎。啊？你真的是很无聊，你干嘛还回去啊？什么呢？啊，怎样？
他完全没有，是没有在回信，然后
那你不会问他？你是不会问他啊？
因为你回去的时候就应该睡觉。
我觉得你好无聊哦。是要干嘛？然后哦，那你今天干嘛要来啊？那很讨厌。那人家说还要送你回去。
不要，不要送我去。
靠腰这么晚，坐计程车安全吗？哈，你真的是很烦哎。
机车牌就好。
机车怎样？
我说机车牌就好了。
你做什么？
我说机车牌就好了啦。
什么机车牌？
汽车牌。
你真的是很烦，你知道吗？人家还要再特别送你回去，我就觉得真的很烦嘞。
这个是你不用送你回去，真的不用。
真的是很烦，你知道吗？那你今天不要来就好了，你来干嘛？走开啦，吵死了！妈的！
啊？
What was that?